Hey YouTube. So today I'm going to be starting off my MCAT tips and tricks and strategies video series with my MCAT CARS strategy. So this is a strategy that I developed throughout my time studying for the MCAT and I actually implemented on my MCAT. So throughout the video I'm going to start off with an overview of the strategy, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then address a couple concerns and criticisms of the strategy and tell you why I really think this is a helpful strategy over your basic read the passage, read the questions type of style. So the overview and the basics of this strategy have you doing CARS passages as doing the questions, then the passage, then the questions again. And what this is going to look like is when you start, say you're starting your CARS section, passage 1, question 1. You're going to read the question stem of question 1, click next, go to question 2, read the question stem of question 2, go to question 3, read the question stem of question 3, and so on. And as you read each question stem, you want to take a second, process it, think about what the question stem is asking, and once you've gone through all of the 5 to 6 questions that there are on average for a CARS passage, then you can go back and read the passage. And when you're reading the passage, you want to do a couple things specifically. Read at a normal pace, and whenever you find a bit of information that refers back to a question stem or relates to a question stem, you want to highlight that sentence that is relating to the question stem, just that one sentence, okay? And then you just keep on going. And then as you go through the entire passage, you're going to hopefully highlight at least 3 to 4 pieces of information that relate back to the question stems. And then once you finish the passage, go on to the questions. And hopefully the goal is that you're going to be able to take and use those highlighted sentences to answer the question. And so this seems somewhat intuitive, except it doesn't happen if you stick to the passage and then questions strategy. What you're gaining and what the benefit of doing the questions first is those highlights. If you don't know what to highlight because you haven't gone through the questions, then you're just gonna be highlighting random things that may be important. But knowing the question stems ahead of time allows you to highlight the exact sentences that you need to answer these questions. And so the goal is that on any given question, you can refer back to that one sentence and answer not only more quickly, but you can find the right answer and eliminate the very tempting wrong answers. Because AAMC likes to put in tempting wrong answers. And most of these tempting wrong answers are true pieces of information, potentially true pieces of information, that were just somewhere else in the passage or don't quite relate to the question stem. So you see that other pieces of say a different paragraph in the passage supported a different answer choice, but it's not really correct for this question. And by highlighting that one sentence that relates back to the question stem, you're focusing in on the right answer, and you should never put an answer that deviates from that one sentence, because almost always the right answer is going to be what you highlighted. Okay, so doing this allows you to, like I said, not only find the right answer but also cut down on time. And the time aspect is one of the concerns that a couple of people I know, when I told them the strategy, it's a concern that they had. They're saying, well, if you're going questions, passage, questions, aren't you going to use more time than you would if you just went passage questions? And I don't think so. And for me, it actually reduced my time per passage on cars. And that is because I was the type of person who, if I didn't know the answer right away, I go searching in the passage. And likely, I don't have the correct answer highlighted, or if I do, it's among many other highlights that I still have to search through. So I'm either searching through highlights or I'm searching through paragraphs looking for this answer. And that's eating so much time for people, and it really was causing me to take so much more time than I needed per passage. So I really don't think that using this strategy is going to increase your time per passage. If anything, it should decrease it. And for me, it decreased it immensely. I believe I went from probably around 11 minutes per passage on average to more like 9 minutes per passage on average. And actually, I have another video coming out hopefully tomorrow about my timing strategy and how you can reduce your timing even further for any section, whether it be cars or not. So that's the strategy. Now, the other concern some people have is that they say, well, I can't keep all those question stems in my memory and then go back to the passage and remember them while I'm doing it. I can't do that all at once. And what I say to that is, if you tell yourself you can't, then you won't be able to. But if you give it a chance and you try to remember them, I would bet that you would have a much better capability to remember the questions than you believe. And for me, I believe I have a pretty good memory, but for other people who say that they don't have a good memory, even for those type of people, I believe that this strategy can work, because if you tell yourself that you can remember them, you will remember them. And if you don't try it though, and you just tell yourself you won't, then you're not getting the benefit, and it's never going to help you. So try this strategy out. If you're looking for a new car strategy, give this one a try. I found that the strategies out there in the from the test prep companies or in test prep booklets, they're not very strong. They're asking you to skip entire passages or do weird things that may work for somebody, but I feel like for the majority of people won't be beneficial. So if you're looking for a new strategy, try this one out. And if you do try it out, let me know how it goes. Let me know if it's beneficial, maybe not beneficial. If you like a different strategy better, let me know how it goes for you. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and look forward to my next one. Talk to you guys later.